The legend of the Leatherface. Yes, the legend of the Leatherface continues. Okay, you got the title. Now let's go to the story. And you have to say Leatherface like it rolls off your tongue. The Leatherface. Okay, and then the story will go something like the Leatherface rises every evening. The Leatherface appears. The Leatherface reeks of smoke. The Leatherface is smoking like a choo-choo train, excuse me. Not smoking physically, but just the aroma of smoke is coming off the Leatherface. Okay, we are not specifying if the Leatherface is male or female. We will let the listener decide. Okay, the Leatherface. So, okay, the Leatherface appears between the hours of 7 and 8 o'clock with the aroma as soot, since the Leatherface is constantly smoking. Okay, the Leatherface arrives in a carriage, a small gray carriage, mid-90s carriage, which is also known as a Kia Spectra. Okay, we got that. The Leatherface appears between the 7 and 8 o'clock hour, huffing and puffing like a choo-choo train, driving a small horse-drawn carriage also known as a Kia Spectra. The Leatherface appears to unsuspecting people or victims, supposedly. Since it is Halloween time, we gotta get that in. Since this is a scary story, and this is like the legend of the gray man or whatever that appears on porches in the Charleston area to knock on doors when storms are headed that way. The gray man, I believe, in Charleston. Look that up if you don't know. Okay, back to the story. The gray... The Leatherface appears between 7 and 8 o'clock nightly, driving a small compact carriage, late 90s edition. Okay, the Leatherface reeks of the smoke. The Leatherface prances on unsuspecting victims. The Leatherface rears his ugly face. The victims scream in horror. They leave. The Leatherface continues. The legend of the Leatherface continues to haunt between the 7 and 8 o'clock hours, driving a small compact carriage, reeking of smoke and sneaking up on their victims. Good God, the Leatherface lives. You gotta be aware of the Leatherface, the legend of the Leatherface. The Leatherface then exits and descends to the swamps and disappears for the day until the morning hour around 6 o'clock. The Leatherface exited. The Leatherface exited the swamps and runs into the dense forest until it is no longer seen again. But guess what? The Leatherface will reappear back at between 7 and 8 o'clock the next evening in a compact horse-drawn carriage reeking of the sulfur and smoking as it appears and prances on the unsuspecting victims. The Leatherface continues this cycle forever and ever. It's the curse of the Leatherface. The Leatherface, as I'm foaming at the mouth, telling you this. The Leatherface continues. The legend of the Leatherface. Beware of the Leatherface, because the Leatherface will pounce upon you. The Leatherface will pounce upon you. The Leatherface will make you his or her, let's just say her for the sake of accuracy, the Leatherface will appear on her victims and scare the daylights out of you before descending into the swamps until it rises again that morning at 6 o'clock and runs into the forest. You can see a trail of vapor as the Leatherface runs back into the forest. Okay, the forest they run until that Leatherface gets back in their compact horse-drawn carriage and comes back to haunt each and every one of us between the hours of 7 and 8 that evening. Okay, the Leatherface is real. This is not some joke passed along during Halloween season. The Leatherface is out there. The Leatherface will get you if you're not safe around this 7 to 8 o'clock hour. The Leatherface is real. The Leatherface is evil. The Leatherface does not attack. They just use tactics to scare the daylights out of you, just so you can give them the time of day, which they therefore do not deserve that time of day because they're the Leatherface. They're evil. They have a leather face. They reek of soot and the sulfur smell coming off of them as they drive their compact-sized carriage across the desert into your face between 7 and 8 o'clock. And then that Leatherface descends into the local swamp, not to be heard from again until you hear the faint sound at 6 o'clock that morning of them rising above the swamp and entering the forest. You get on their horse-drawn carriage, compact size, and goes all the way to you that evening. This is real. This isn't some joke passed around during the Halloween season. This is real. The Leatherface is real. The Leatherface lives. So boys and girls, children of all ages, the Leatherface lives. The Leatherface is out there to get you, to get me, to get everyone around here. Okay? If you see a creepy, disheveled, unkept person approach you at between 7 and 8 o'clock p.m., and that goes for every time zone around the whole world, 7 o'clock, your respective time. Okay, for you military folks, that would be 1900 to 2000. As I get a drink of water after all that ranting. But it's real. I mean, I have personally, I will make it quick. Since I'm finished with the tale of the Leatherface. The Leatherface has gotten me before, okay? The Leatherface has attacked me between 7 and 8 o'clock at one evening, and it was terrible. Then I saw them descend into the swamp and all of that. Then they reappeared at 6 o'clock that next morning. But I think it might attack you one time until you get the guts to say, I am never encountering the Leatherface ever again. Okay? So once that Leatherface encounters you and and it leaves, um, you will be safe, I guess, for a calendar year or something. But I just want to let you boys and girls know the legend of legend of the Leatherface. I just wanted to let you boys and girls know all of that because this is the real deal. This is something to fear The only thing to fear, to fear is fear itself. The only thing to fear is the Leatherface between 7 and 8 o'clock that morning. I mean, evening. So I just want to thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure. The Leatherface is real. And good luck to you. And please don't let the Leatherface get you. And I will be disconnecting in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.